Do you want to earn passive income off the crypto assets that you already own? Well, staking is the perfect solution because you could earn passive income every single day off of doing nothing. So in this tutorial, we're going to be walking you through exactly how to step by step stake your Solana assets. Now, in a separate video, I'll walk you through on how to stake your Ethereum, but in this one, we'll be doing Solana. So if you're ready for this, please do me a favor, drop a like and hit that subscribe button. It certainly helps me out and get this video out to the right people. So if you're ready to go, let's go. So first off, number one, you need to hold some Solana. So you could first buy your Solana off of your centralized exchanges, whether that's going to be your Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, Gemini, whatever it might be. So you first buy your Solana over there, and then you're going to have to transfer it to a self-custodial wallet. Now, the most popular self-custodial wallet for Solana is going to be Phantom Wallet. So I already have it over here at this top right-hand corner. So what you're going to have to do is transfer from your centralized exchange, your Coinbase, your Binance, whatever it is, your Solana over there, onto a self-custodial wallet. So let's do that. I first have some Solana in my Coinbase account. So I am going to first copy this address. Now you can copy your address by clicking this, dropping it send, and then I am going to, for this case, I am going to send 1 Solana. I'm going to hit preview. It's about 1 penny to send this and about 26 seconds. So let's send right now. Let's give it a moment. Typically, sending your Solana off of a centralized exchange will take longer than if you were to send it from a self-custodial wallet because they have to do additional checks and things like that. If you send it from a self-custodial wallet, meaning your own external wallet, it typically takes about like 2 seconds or so. So let's give this a moment. Great, we already see it over here. So 1 Solana. Fantastic. Now that we have some Solana in our own self-custodial wallet, the next step is, so there's going to be a couple of approaches. So one, you could natively stake it inside your Phantom wallet, which is going to be extraordinarily easy. So let's click on Solana over here, click on more, and then stake SOL. It's going to show you 2 options, liquid staking and native staking. What's recommended is liquid staking. The reason being is that liquid staking means that you can stake it and then unstake it at any given moment. So it gives you a lot more liquidity. That's why it's called liquid staking. So for this case, we're going to hit that. We're going to do 1 SOL, and then it's going to show next. So for this, we can earn about 8% at APY, but in return, Phantom takes about a 8% fee in doing so, which is pretty hefty, not going to lie, right? So if you were to proceed with that, you hit stake and then it's completely staked. If you want to unstake it, same exact route over here too. But in this example, we're going to be actually staking on another platform called Jito. The reason being is that Jito is the largest protocol on the Solana network by far. So with size comes with more security and a lot more reputable. So I feel a lot more safer doing so in doing that. We can see that Jito is the largest #1 protocol by TVL, by total value locked. There's $2.5 billion on this platform, or 17.2 million Solana staked on the platform, earning 7.5%. So with that size, I feel a lot more comfortable in doing so. And it's the most reputable staking platform out there for Solana specifically. So with that being said, it also charges a 4% fee as opposed to a 8% fee. So lower fees on that end as well too. So, all right, we're going to go to jito.network. And then we're going to hit stake now. We're going to click connect wallet on the top right hand corner. And then in this example, we're going to be doing Phantom because that is where we sent our Solana to. It's going to show connect. Great. You can see that it's connected over here when you can see the first couple and the last couple of digits of your wallet. So we're going to be on this stake tab over here. And then we're going to put in however much we want to do. So in this case, I'm going to just do max for this example, or I'm going to do 0.9 for this example because I'm still going to need some Solana in order to, one, execute, meaning use it for gas, and then also use a little bit more gas to unstake it as well too. So in this case, I'm going to do 0.9, and in return, we're going to get 0.7438 Jito Sol. Jito Sol is basically a receipt token. So just like how if you were to go to a normal store, you pay with cash. In return, you get your item plus a receipt. The receipt is your proof of purchase. Your proof of purchase is going to be this Jito Sol. So there's two ways to go about it. One, you could do a direct mint, or two, you could do a swap via Jupiter. Now, for this case, I'm going to do a direct mint. I'm going to hit these as off, and then I'm going to, sorry, backtracking real quick too. So if you were to do it on Jupiter, Jupiter is on another exchange, meaning you swap your Solana with Jito Sol. And that's when these little extra features will probably come in more handy. So in this case, we're just going to do direct mint. So we're going to convert. We're going to approve this transaction. It's going to take a few seconds. Great. Now we've approved it. Okay, so we can see that transactions have been submitted and staked successfully. Fantastic. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, we could see our Jito Sol balance right here. Okay, and then if we go into our wallet, we can see that we have this Jito Sol token. Remember, this token is your receipt token, meaning your proof of purchase, right? It's really important to keep that. Now, if you leave it there for quite some number of time, this is going to update showing how much rewards you have earned. So come back tomorrow, it'll update, probably going to be a few cents, or depending on how much you stake. But basically, it's going to be around 7.5%. Of course, that rewards rate will be fluctuating, but it typically ranges anywhere from about 6 to 10% on average, right? So you can see your activity over here as well too. I believe if I refresh, it should show my activity right here. Yep, I see this deposit right over here. Fantastic. So let's just say some time has passed and you're ready to unstake it and get your Solana back plus any rewards. So we're going to go back onto this same exact site over here, but we're going to be hitting this unstake tab. Then we're going to unstake the amount that we want to unstake. Now there's going to be two ways to go about it. One, immediately via Jupiter, or two, delayed in 4 hours. Now these will have different fees impacted doing so. So remember, Jupiter is an exchange, meaning you swap it immediately separately for that. It's typically at a different fee if you were to do it directly for them, but at a delayed time frame. So for example, let's just say I want this immediately, right? That's when these little features come into play. Priority fee active, meaning if you pay a little bit more, it could go in a little bit faster. Now, I don't need it at this exact millisecond or second or so, so I'm just gonna leave this off. But like, let's just say you are in an absolute hurry. You wanna leave this on and even put this tip activity to even high, because you are incentivizing these validators to prioritize your transaction. So like, let's just say you need it at this very second for whatever emergency. You want to put it on high, on, and then even like slippage, you want to even increase it too and such. But for this example, we're not in like a super high priority or anything like that. So we're going to leave these off. Unstake, it's going to ask you to approve the transaction. Great. We could see left-hand side, submitted, unstaked successfully. And then once we go back into our wallet, we could see we have our Solana back. Oh, actually, let's give it one quick moment. Right here, now we can see our Solana back. So of course, it's not going to be that full one amount because there has been some fees taken out because we just did it like in and out after a matter of like a minute or so. Great, fantastic. Now, if you want to wait, if you're not like in an absolute hurry or anything like that, and you're okay waiting a couple of hours, the fees are typically going to be a little bit less. So you would just select that and then hit unstake, and then you should see it back inside your wallet after the time allocation is up. So that is a step-by-step tutorial on how to stake your Solana. In my mind is that if you have some Solana, there's no point in not staking it, because it's essentially like if you were to have cash in a checkings account, you're not earning any interest. You might as well move that into a high yield savings account, earning you 4% or whatever it might be. So in my mind, that's similar to like if you were to just have your Solana just sitting on the side, not earning anything. You might as well get some money out of it. So with that being said, this is a step-by-step tutorial on how to do so. This is very, very liquid and relatively safe. I don't want to say risk-free, but it's definitely on the lower end of the risk spectrum. So let me know if you guys have any comments or any questions. If you found this helpful, please do me a favor, drop a like, drop any comments, subscribe, and send this to a friend, and I will see you soon.